Okay. Hello, hello. This is not scripted at all. Like, I'm also not editing this video because I don't know how to do that for, well, I just, maybe I'll get around to doing, knowing how to do that in the future if I do more of this, but this is for Juggermont, our beloved. I'm doing this in this fashion because, so, in that, we had a voice call, or we had a voice chat in the Sauce main server where we were, I guess, trying to review our games, but I didn't feel like it was as effective for several reasons. Like, there just there was just a little too many people for one. It was harder to get more cohesive thoughts. Um, uh, there were some other things too, like, um, for me, I was also having some trouble getting cohesive thoughts together because I'm just personally, I felt as though you were being a little. This is for Juggermont, by the way. Other people may watch this, but this is for Juggermont. You're being a little um, emotional and combative, to be honest. It was making it a little difficult. And I truly don't say that out of like judging that, if that is the case or not. That's just what I believe that was happening. I think you may have some issues that are like underlying that aren't just the game, but I digress. But I might comment on that more. But let me preface before I get into the actual gameplay. Haven't watched the gameplay, by the way. I just got home like a few minutes ago. I'm just like, okay, I'll watch the game. Sure, why not? Um, you're saying a lot of things that I think are very not realistic. Like, and we're all trying to tell you different things. And you might think, how is this not realistic at all? Like this and that. Um, well, maybe I can try to say some things that'll help you see that a little more. For example, you were making comparisons to Chovy, and why should you bother if you're not playing perfectly and you're not like Chovy and this and that? It's like, well, fuck me, I guess. Like, I should just, I'll just end my life now in game because I don't play like Chovy. Like, why live? Um, People who I play violin, I should just end my life because I don't play like Hillary Hahn, right? Like, why do I even bother playing? Hmm. Damn, I suck, bro. Like, my point here is that we've said many different things to you, and it's like I can make a billion different comparisons, but the idea here is that it's like you it's like you don't like it's like trying to convince someone to drink water, and this is just a comparison, obviously it's not realistic, but it's like I'm trying to convince you to drink water and you're like, no, I don't think water should be drank this way, or like, I don't know, this and that. I'm like giving you a billion different flavors of water. I'm giving you sparkling water. I'm giving you like I'm giving you the river water. I'm giving you the worst water in the world. And then and there's only so many things I can do where I'm just like, well, I don't know, man. It's just water. I don't know. I'm going on a tangent right now. This is a little off topic, but just making a point to say, I'm just gonna be talking about the gameplay, and maybe there's some personal realizations that you need to do regarding the game and your mental state and so on. But that is not for me to solve, unfortunately. I wish I could solve that for you or help you get through it, but I'm not one of those like game coaches or licensed therapist. I don't know. Take my words with a grain of salt. Um, Take any of my words with a grain of salt, really. Like, obviously, I hope you get some value of us trying to help you review your games and so on. But like, I guess my credentials are like I've watched a lot of educational league content in the past. Yes, I was like, yeah, I was challenger in the past, and then I'm not anymore, and that has to do with my personal relationship with the game, personal endeavors for myself. I have anxiety when I play the game. This is stuff out of the game at this point, but I have some knowledge on the game, you know. Surely something, even though I'm not Chovy, surely something I say can be of value. Even one little thing, just theory, things I know. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to the game, I suppose. I haven't really watched it at all. All I know is that I think it's Twisted Fate you're playing versus? Oh, what the? Oh, hell no. Hold on. Sorry, this is like. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay. Okay.
Let's tear it all down.
Okay. So we have Pantheon, Kaisa, Malphite, Kindred, Silas. I guess I'll wait for you to press tab for me. Unfortunately, you started a D-Ring. I know you're versus Twisted Fate. I think that's acceptable. I like that you haven't leveled your ability yet. They have Ash. Um, so first of all, I'll say good that you immediately moved out on the map like that. Uh, your teammates didn't move out on the map, but that's okay. It's really fine. Like you're in bronze, so people don't know or they don't realize it is important. Oh, press tab there. Hold on. I will say there might be things. So for other people who watch this video that aren't just Juggermont, um, um, I might intentionally not include or say certain things, and the reason for that is because Juggermont's goal is gold. That's what he said. And you do not need to be Chovy to get gold. And if you make comparisons to Chovy, that's not real. Your goal is gold, and you don't need to play like Chovy to get gold. And I'm working off of that point. And so I'll be addressing certain things and so on. Maybe in that nature. I don't know. Okay, here we go. So Timo, Vi, Twisted Fate, Ash, Senna. Um, this is definitely Twisted Fate really went D shield. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. um, what is his runes, by the way? Okay, well, regardless of his runes, so what I'm thinking right now is like looking at these champions, like, um, sorry. So you definitely don't want like, in general with Silas, you do not want to be trading so hard to the point that you're below like just the HP threshold where you're just going to die to a gank or get solo killed to ignite, or if they don't have ignite, just in general, like it definitely really helps in this matchup that Twisted Fate has D Shield. It's a little strange. I think I think it might have been better here to go uh, First Strike, but Conquer is completely fine for you. Like it's really not as relevant. Like the gameplay and fundamentals will carry you through at this point. Like once again, you do not need to be Chovy. You don't need to have the perfect rune page for every game. So I didn't see the Twisted Fate runes. Bummer.
They work their fingers to the bone, serving a king
Let
they'll
me
never meet. I must
hold
show
on.
them there is more to life.
I wish. Um, okay, well, anyways, does this fix it? Ah, there you go. Thank fucking God.
I used to be locked
Okay.
up. I didn't care for it.
Let me
playback speed a little more here. Oh, tapped out. Okay. Yeah, there's really nothing to consider here.
Father against son.
I would definitely... So here? Oh, you started E. Okay, fair. I'm not entirely sure... Wait, I wish I knew if he was... What runes does he have? Damn. Okay, I won't say anything right now then. Okay. I don't know why your champion just moved like that, by the way. Silas Moonwalk hack.
I will be the monster they think I am.
Okay. Nothing really crazy right now, just early laning. You took the red card poke, but it doesn't really matter.
The mage shall inherit the earth.
Yeah, this is the problem with taking E level 1 here. Because no matter what trade you're going to do with E at level 1 here, you're going to just eat shit. Like, you're not going to eat shit literally, but it's just very high variance. Like, you have to hit E and your E auto E2, and it's not even worth it to get the other auto because you might be eating so much minion aggro. But you're in this like weird wave state where he's pushing into you hard and you're still level 1. That's completely fine. Like, you're still fine at this point, but maybe something you could have done was take Q here and match his push. Like, if TF was, sorry, God, thinking my words. There's things TF could have done here to make this worse for you. Like, slow pushing even harder, or pushing even slower. But, this is still fine. This is perfectly okay. I would just definitely consider taking Q at level 1 for certain matchups, because because sometimes you just there's no point in trading at level 1 versus a lot of these matchups. Like, usually you're more likely to take E versus the melee matchups. Even then, it's like that's definitely a matchup thing where you will just have to play more over time to see what you prefer for certain matchups and what's actually working. I do think Kindred probably... Where was Kindred here? I'm just watching Kindred on map. It was kind of a greedy play, but I was just saying... Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Just farming. Don't be afraid to pan to your other lane's waves, by the way, just to see what's happening. Okay, good trade. Yeah, this is good. You didn't have to get the other auto. This is good for you. Silas loves trades like this because you're just... Okay. Good. This is good. This is perfectly fine. It's definitely really strange that he has D-Shield, like... Definitely in this matchup you want to be trading with him more to stop his recall timings. Just really mess with him. Yeah, this is good here. You missed the E2, but like it doesn't matter if you miss the E2 here because this is the right thing to do here, I think, to make this trade. You're Silas, you really want this. You want to really soften him up and keep trading with him frequently like this. Especially because he's not playing very aggressive right now. He's just... Okay, nice. Okay, this is good. Yeah, he used both sums. Vi, we see Vi top river. We saw her right here. He used both sums. Honestly... Yeah. I think you probably should have recalled here. This is okay still, but... Yeah, just recall here. Kindred back here. Yeah, nice. Good ping. Good ping. Good ping. Good ping. Like your Kindred's being a little silly. No one's on the map, so why help her? Yeah, okay. Your wave's good. I wasn't sure if you needed to recall there earlier, if you were gonna get punished. Recalling probably would have been the right play there, but you got away with recalling, or you got away with pushing the wave there because Vi just decided not to come. But that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Like, you're doing a lot of good things here. We can keep that Q for the wave, but it doesn't really matter. I do like that you're maxing Q. That's good. You should probably ping missing here. Even if they don't respond. Yeah. Good. You ping missing. It was a little late, but it's still good. Plus you have the river scuttle bot side. Okay, you have his ult now. That's really good. You made it to 6 and TF is behind. Oh, is he 8 ETF? I still haven't seen his runes, by the way, so I'm lacking information. You should take his ult here. You probably should have took his ult earlier too, but you really need to look here. You could actually make a huge play bot lane right now. Because TF isn't going to be able to match you as fast. Especially because you have the first step, you could say. I don't know if I'm wording that correctly. But you're still fine here. Like, your team went out. And maybe if they lost, you could have said, like, you should have went there, but it's honestly fine. Like, this is still really good. You're still in a great position this game, and you're playing pretty well, honestly.
I am no traitor. I am the true Demacia.
I definitely think you should just be pushing the wave here, though. Like, I think I know you're trying to. I guess I'm not sure what you're trying to do here, but if I were you with these objectives up, people are dying on the map like that bot lane. Like, there's not really anything to gain from staying in lane versus TF this much. That's what I was saying, like, preemptively you should be looking around, especially the moment you hit 6 there. Like, the moment you hit 6 there, I would, like, instantly look on that map and, like, even before you hit 6, be like, can I look for something? Oh, you're missing some. Oh, this is risky, bro. You missed a lot of waves with mid. Like, I understand what you were going for here. Oh, TF is... okay. Okay, okay. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, I'm just laughing that Twisted Fate, did this. So, like, let's go back. Let me actually go back and see this. Let me see what's happening here. Like, okay. Let me just move on from what was happening earlier. So I don't think you needed to come down here. I really do like the, like, warding here. Like, honestly, it's good. It's fine. But you have the Twisted Fate ult, so you don't have to come for this dragon. Like, it's cool that you're helping Kindred here, but you really don't have to. Like, you could be mid lane right now. Like, I can see what you're doing here. Like, this is good. However, you could be doing something even better. Not to say what you were doing here is necessarily terrible. You understand? Nuance. There's nuance to this. Kindred probably would have been fine here, honestly. You could have been mid here. Like, imagine... Like, I'm not sure, since we're not panning the camera at the top lane here, but, like, we're mid here, we're catching the wave, then you can, like, I imagine, actually have this for a reason. So, like, you're mid, you port top. I'm not sure what's happening here. Unfortunately, we don't have the camera. you make a play, maybe you burn sums, maybe you kill, and then you can recall, and then you can TP mid. It's like nice. That's really good. Um. Anyways, that's just something to consider. Like even if you like I know people say they use F keys, but unfortunately I don't use F keys. I haven't learned how to do that really yet. But even just quickly just click on the map. Like you don't even have to unlock your camera. You just click on the map and see like what are their HP bars, like how are they committing? Like I don't know. Um like I can see what you're doing here, but your team definitely was on the same page here. Like you have to understand Kindred is really low there, not 6. And from here you can just back out. Like this is a fine play. Even if nothing came of it, it's just like good pressure on the enemy bot lane nonetheless. And you got a kill out of it too. Nice. This is a really good play. Like even if you didn't do what I said with top lane potentially or just catching mid wave, um, how do you say? Like you went bot to exert pressure with Twisted Fate ult. It was a little goofy, I can't lie, but you made Tia feel like he had to respond. Nice. Did Malphite just ult top lane? I think he missed ult. Watch champion icon. Okay. Okay. I definitely would just be recalling here, but yeah. I think something definitely to work on, like, I guess in my imaginary notepad, something to work on would be definitely moving your camera around. Like, I think we said this in the voice chat, but you really don't have to even be full unlocked. Like, okay, yeah, okay, nice. We clicked on the map here. Now you know now you know Teemo's low. It's really good. Wait, that's actually kind of unlucky. Just ruined your recall timing. You should have probably come from behind though, like you see. Oh no. Uh no, you should have got your recall first. You have enough gold for your components, you see. You can probably grab like Lost Chapter Ruby Crystal, I'm assuming. Lost Chapter Boots. That's okay. I would say, I'm sure you probably even noticed, this is perfectly fine too, because I think you would have caught the Teemo, but just here really quick, you probably could have walked this way. Sorry for this shitty arrow. You probably could have walked this way because it looked like he had the opportunity to just run down the lane and you wouldn't be able to catch him unless you flash or something. But that's besides the point. Like, you guys got the kill and it worked out. At most, you would have had to use flash. This is pretty good, honestly. I don't know what you were so down about. Like, the gameplay really isn't that bad. Like, at all. I swear. Ooh. The ability order is a little weird. I would definitely just look to max Q here. And then maybe 2-point W into Emax here. Unsure. Especially because maxing Q here gives you so much more wave control. I'm not a fan of the control ward buy though. I am not gonna lie. It's fine, it really doesn't matter. But it is a frequent thing that people buy control wards in this game and it's wasted gold because there's nothing actually happening. Because I'm like, where are you gonna use this control ward? Like, you're gonna use it where? Like, are you gonna replace your control ward here? Like right there. Like, are you gonna place it here or here? Like, it's gonna be sitting in your inventory so long that it's essentially wasted gold. Not to say they're useless, but yeah.
Time for the king to bow.
I like that you're pinging missing a lot here. Yeah, the lock camera is pretty suffocating right now, I can't lie. It's making it really difficult to see what's happening. But this is okay because, like, it's even better to watch the game like this because this is your perspective. Like, this is what this is what you are seeing. Like, your camera, not being able to see what's happening definitely influences your decision making here. And might affect you being hesitant or not for plays. So how can you... Yeah, okay, we saw Vi top river. How can you know... well, like with the team of play, for example, like you were able to finally see his HP and you can go for that play, you can commit. This is fine though. The TF is really behind. I think going for plays here is fine. I think you could have been clearing the wave and looking to float around river, like the river areas, and to respond to plays. That was a more specific interaction, but I would have even like waited to steal the Vi ult, to wait to see if you could bait her in to Q you anyway. So then you can Q and then ult her, lock her in place for the Q explosion. But that's fine. You burned her ultimate and everything, so it's fine. It's still better for you. This control ward does not do anything, by the way. At this point in the game, this control ward is not doing that much. I actually would have kept it in the same position you did. This is really scary. This is a really big overcommit here. What was... You saw Twisted Fate in bot lane, right? You panned your camera to him too. The Vi is really low. I think... Was there a way to kill Vi here? I think there's a way to kill Vi here if you walk here and then maybe you E here. Hold on. E to here. E2 or Q E2 or E2 ult. You know, you have this. Cause she's pretty low and you're pretty ahead. You're 2 levels up on her and you have your Lost Chapter, Dark Seal 2-stack. Like, it's not much, but pretty good. Anyway, let's just see what happens here. There was probably a way to kill her, but it is smart of you to just understand that after this point, like, she flashed and you know to run away. Like, good. Patient with your flash. Nice. Good. Okay. This is good. They're really overcommitting here. Okay, that's good, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, man. Okay. It's big. Who is this man? Let's see what's happening here. So you save your flash, you're really patient here. I like that you're just walking here, you're walking through, your team is on the way here. I'm not sure if you know they're on the way there, but it's good that you're really patient with your flash here. Kindred ults you here. If I was you here, I would, right as the Kindred ult is ending, use Vi ult on Twisted Fate here. Just so that you guys can super easy secure the kill. But this is perfectly fine as well. Like, this is why you, like, this is perfect for you keeping your flash. Okay, yeah, that's really good. You know, you knew you could kill Vi here. I'm almost positive. Why else would you E2 like this? Right? Good. Ashe is following you. She can't kill you. You have the blast cone. Okay, okay. We missed the E2 here, but that's fine. It's good. Like, you must understand. Like, maybe there was a better play here, but you still made the best you could out of the play that happened nonetheless. Right? Like, this is good. You just, like, I don't understand. You say you're clueless, and yet you walked away slowly, you saved your flash. Like, it seems very simple, but it's like someone else in your position most definitely would have, like, maybe just out of anxiety or fear, like, feel like they have to just commit to the Vine, get the kill, trade 1-for-1, or they just have to flash immediately, or this and that, or even walk out of the Kindred ult here in fear. But you committed, which is really good. This is what you need to do on Silas. You really need to commit to some of these plays sometimes, because this is what the champion's for. Okay, big. Anyway, let's get past this part. That was a really good fight. It's like, that's pretty game winning.
No more kings, no more queens, no more mage seekers.
And the point here is also that this was a good play from you, and even if your team didn't respond here, like, it's good that they did, but even if they didn't respond here, you would have been able to get away nonetheless. And you made a proactive play, like, you baited them all in, and it worked out. It worked really well, actually. This was a good play. And I swear to God, I better not hear you say this is just nothing. Like, please give yourself credit for this. It's a good play. Just clear the wave here. You don't really need to stay here. Dragon's up. Yeah. I definitely would not even waste time on Twisted Fate here. He doesn't do anything to you. Just instantly clear the wave as fast as you can. Yeah, I like that you took his ult, but you should really be looking on the map right now. Like, you could be ulting, Twisted Fate ulting right this second. It's good though, you still moved. You still knew to take his ult. Okay. You can definitely kill her here. Oh no. NT, honestly. Was there any... maybe... ah, yeah. So Pantheon probably... maybe Pantheon could have ulted, but that is asking for more. I think you... Does Ash... let's see. I'll be more specific here, just because you're actually playing well. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, I swear to God, but I'll be a little more nitpicky with this play. It really doesn't matter though. Like, this death here is totally fine. Like, obviously it's not ideal, but the sheer tempo you guys have is so crazy. Anyways, you can probably ult forward with TF ult, like more here, or even here, instead of here. Sorry for my shitty drawing, by the way. I should get my tablet out. Anyway. We die here, and I think this was a result of just ability order. Like, I think there was a way to kill Ashe here without dying like this. Obviously, it doesn't feel great, but maybe start off with Q or E to get your E2. Also, another thing that it's really hurting you here. Another thing that really affected this play that didn't have anything to do with your ability usage was just because you locked camera here, instead of panning your camera unlocked to where you're gonna be porting to with TF ult, there was a slight delay in your response. You see? Yeah, like you're walking back here. You just made distance. So even if you W'd first, but if you did your camera unlock and you're immediately walking there, you would have been able to get your W faster. Maybe you could have got out. It just shows how important the camera stuff is sometimes. But this is fine. It really is. You're still playing well. Like, I do not care what you say. Bro really thinks he's not gonna get gold. I'm like, huh? This is good gameplay. Like, hello? Why is he spamming her? She's not gonna die, man. Calm down.
This is nothing.
I'm so curious what's happening top lane right now. This is so strange. But honestly, you should be focusing on, like, definitely focus on yourself. But still understand that it's a team game. Like, there is nuance, you know? You are not just, like, you are not, how do I say this? In an ensemble, let's say, in a group of musicians, nonetheless, like, obviously you should make sure you show up your own way, but you still can't do it without everyone else. I don't know. This is good though. Just clear the waves. I guess this is fine. TF has no ult. I guess they could be cheeky and like roam down and come from the sides, but like they're just... Oh yeah, literally like this. I was thinking that they're probably on the side rivers like this. Okay. At this point the game is definitely broken open though. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if everything after this point is just you guys just rolling them and the decisions don't really matter at that point. But everything before this point is good. This is good. Even the death you had, like, under the tower here, like, that's unfortunate, and maybe you could have played that better. It's really fine, honestly. It was still the correct play here to take the TF ult, I think. That's my point, like, that's my point here. Actually, I don't have to go back for that. My point earlier was just, I think porting with TF ult was there, and maybe you died, but I think you should die there knowing this was the correct play. Maybe it didn't go as planned, but it didn't go as planned. But for next time, like, I can keep this in mind. I can learn from this. This game is super joker, though. I mean, let me just look ahead. Like, is there really anything to see here? What's happening here? Oh, I see why. Nice. You buffered the CC. Okay, man. Bro is gaming. Okay, you canceled her channel. You got the ult through the buff for CC. The CC buffer. You don't kill TF here, that's fine. This guy is literally not doing shit this game. You're playing well. This is good. It's fine. Definitely recall, by the way. You're staying so long on this amount of gold. Like... Wait, am I stupid? Wait. Hold on. Oh. Actually, point of interest. Let's sell refillable for, Amtome. Like, I assure you it's worth it. Laning phase is over. You do not need the refillable. And you rushed Ionians here. I'm not really sure what determines people, because I know some people do like to rush Ionians on Silas a lot.
This is nothing.
I don't know, I guess if it were me, I'd probably want to finish my mythic first here, but I think versus Twisted Fate, this is probably fine, because you want to be responding and moving on the map faster anyway, so that's acceptable. I would definitely say for W maxing like this, Ionian boots are the call. For Q maxing and E whatever, I prefer swim shoes, but I'm sure Ionian is fine. Enemy team is so behind that they probably have no fucking vision. Oh wait, I went behind a little bit. Sorry. My bad. I'm trolling. I got off topic too long. Anyway, please recall at some point. Please spend your gold. I know you guys are winning this game hard, but it's still losable. Like, you should be playing your hardest to win this game. Like, it's okay to be silly like this, but spend your gold.
I will be the monster they think I am.
Like, this is really cocky right now. This is so cocky. There's no one on the map. There's no one on the map right now. You know there's no one on the map. I'm almost positive that you know this is a little silly. You have the flash. You're dead. Yeah. That's fine. I mean, you died here, but the game is pretty broken open at this point, and you were just being really cocky here for no reason. Like, you did not have to do any of that. You could have, recalled, got your item, blah blah blah. Definitely swap trinkets here, by the way. Level 9, upgraded trinkets, do not forget. Please swap. I usually prefer blue trinket, but sweeper's fine as well.
As long as I draw breath, so does
Oh, okay, we're just... Really? Huh. I think you guys just win the game anyway, right? I guess the game isn't broken open.
as long as I draw breath, so does
I think I definitely would have been a little more patient with the TP here. I'm not gonna lie. Because no one is dead on the enemy team, and anyone could be coming right now. I don't know if we saw Timo earlier. I wasn't really paying attention because I'm just skipping through a little bit, but I definitely would have waited on the TP here for just a moment. Maybe even TP here instead. Yeah, there's Ash. You definitely... There was a way to kill Vi here, I will say. Because I know you know your damage threshold, but I think you were scared of everyone coming, but I think there was a way to, while you were running away from them, quickly finish off Vi, keep going, and you can see if you can skirmish here with Kindred. Maybe, maybe not. Because you have all of your abilities up at this point. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, like, I don't know if we could E2 ult here, or E2 Everfrost, Q something, like, keep her in place. You're pretty strong. You have your mythic and everything. Anyways, you die here. That's fine. With the information that you felt like you had at that point, you made the TP because you thought it was good, and that's perfectly understandable. Like, how can I hate on you for that? It's just considering even, it's just hoping to consider even more. Like, you can't have, you're not omniscient, and you're, once again, you are not Chovy. That. My point is just, you thought this was the correct play, and much like the other plays that happened where maybe it wasn't the quote-unquote best thing or more, or the better thing, but you probably could have gotten Vi there, I mean, to be honest. But it's not really that relevant. It's a bit besides the point. You live and you learn. I hope you do not type the Kindred here, by the way. Like, her ult thing does not... Her late ult does not matter. Yeah. I see you. Do not listen to the voices. The game is definitely getting a little sloppy after that midpoint. Like, the game should be closing out after 15 minutes, but it's just kind of the rank you're in. Like, this is not specific to you or whatever. This is just in general how it is. Even higher up. Like I would have said after this
Even
point the
death
game should be
cannot
closed
shame
out,
me.
but it's okay. Um, good ult. I like that. Check if they're on dragon. No biggie. Regarding lane assignments too, even if you're okay, I guess I probably should have mentioned this earlier because I thought about it, but I will say right now you should be bot lane or even top lane. But unfortunately, um, with how the people around you play, and I know you say you're just like them, but I think you're playing pretty well. Honestly, I could definitely see you getting a higher rank, frankly. Um, but just keep in mind, a lot of the times, once laning is generally over, which is hard to gauge because the rank you're in, a lot of people will just stay in lane or they just start A-ramming. But this has to do with lane assignments. Like Silas likes to side lane generally. Unfortunately, Kaisa is bot lane and they don't know you should go bot lane. She doesn't know, and maybe you know, maybe you don't know. But honestly, I would just say like if it were me in chat, I'd just be like forcing forcing my way bot lane to see if Kaisa leaves, or just typing in chat like, "Hey, can you go mid, me side?" I don't know. I don't know if they are capable of understanding that. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, she's just super dead here. At this point in the game, I would definitely just be running around the map even more. Like, unfortunately, Kaisa is bot lane and things are a little goofy, but I'll just like clear mid wave as fast as you can and just follow your jungle, follow your team. Like, that's the idea. Like, you might not be able to make plays happen on your own, but your presence alone is like egging them on to do something, you know? Numbers advantage. Nice. Goody too. Maybe Malphite ult was overkill, but okay. Finally. These things should have been happening like 5 minutes ago. It's okay. There's not as much point in me reviewing some of the stuff that happens afterward here. Like, this is just... It's harder to review the general macro that happens in, at this point of the game in ranks like this. Like, it's not even a youth... Like, once again, it's not a youth thing. It's just... You're going along with your team, and I would say be more outspoken about things you want to do, use your pings, but you're still learning, and your goal is gold. So it's perfectly reasonable and fine. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like, you guys overstayed here, but I'm sure it was. I'm sure you're very aware that you overstayed. Once you died, it's just like, yeah, okay. Because everyone recalled, including Malphite. Oh. Anyway, I might just skip ahead at this point. This is a little nothing burger, I cannot lie. Is there really anything interesting that happens here? What is the dragon? Oh wait, I've never really been paying attention to dragon spawns. Oh, I wish your Malphite would just commit there. It's frustrating. You can definitely do something with TFO here, like... What is this Teemo doing? Just ult him. Just ult him right now. I would just do it right now. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Fair enough. What happened here? Okay, your camera... Okay, yeah, your camera is unlocked here for the TF part. I think maybe it would have been better to, I suppose, TF ult further down. Keep in mind, where he can go and where your team is, because they're here. Your team is here, and they're gonna come. They can easily come around to here, so you can just block off another escape. But it's fine. Like this is. I'm assuming you guys will still catch him like this. I probably would have waited on the Everfrost, by the way. Like just walk towards him and see what he does. Get him to use a summoner spells or W. Like you're free to stall out. Like you just it doesn't matter. What's happening here? Okay, I like the committal here, honestly. You know you have Zanyas. Okay, okay. This was a good. You died here, and this was a bit preemptive. But honestly, like, this is a good proactive play to do because you guys. I mean, you might not be as ahead now because you guys have been dying a lot and giving shutdowns, but. Could you have Zanyas earlier? I guess you could have Zanyas to buy, but that's something you would have had to react to. Yeah. I would say this was maybe the right move to make and maybe wait a few more seconds. Like this was not just like oh, this is a terrible play. Like there's still things to learn from this. This was the correct move because you have Malphite ult up, you have Pantheon ult up, but you just pulled the trigger a little too fast when the team wasn't close enough to follow up completely. But it was still good. Unfortunately, the turnout of this is 3 of you guys died. Kaisa gave us a small shutdown. But it's perfectly, like, reasonable. It is just a bit sloppy, and that's perfectly okay. Like, you cannot expect your gameplay to become perfect in one day. You are not gonna become Chovy. You are aiming for gold. Do not forget. I'm reiterating it again. Gold is your goal. You do not need to play perfect. Please, God. Anyways, is there really more to say? Yeah, I mean now you're finally side laning. Can you? I think you should definitely. When you're side laning, by the way, okay. You have to be moving your camera in the side lane. By the way, like even if you don't do it in laning phase, you have to do it here. Like, how do you know this is the best place to TP? Like, this is generally, like, I think you should be looking to TP at some point here, but... Sorry, I was looking at something, but... Like, this happened, like, this looks silly and dumb, but it's not even entirely your fault, like, in that sense. Like, you are not a bad player because of this. You are just a player who was missing some information that could have been gained by just moving your camera. And is that stupid of you? Absolutely not. Like, it's just something to work on. You clearly do move your camera sometimes. Like, you died here. And I think the intent of the play to go in here, because the enemy team is essentially just surrounded, like, it's good, but there was obviously a way to live this if you had more information. Like, information is so key right now, and especially when you're playing side lane like this with TP. What's happening here? I feel like you should ban your camera to Baron, but it's fine. What are they gonna do? Yeah, I would definitely take what happened after the 15-minute, everything that happened with the 15-minute mark with a grain of salt. Like, I still reviewed it a bit because it seemed like more was happening than I expected, but I would say in an ideal game, if you're playing for like playing as if this was a higher level game, like the gameplay here was good. 15 minutes and before that, it was good, and that's definitely the really important parts of the game for Silas, which is good. Everything that happens after 15 minutes, you can like that's definitely something you can learn. You can watch people, you can see generally what they do, how they side lane, how they move around the map and choose what to do. And you won't, obviously you can't just perfect it in one day. Um, it's just a matter of like keeping it in mind and practicing it, and slowly as time passes, you can get it um, more. How do you say like just more consistent and stuff? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you play an instrument at all, but it's like if you practice slowly on your instrument for intonation to be in tune. Like obviously you're not gonna sound exactly like how you do if you play slowly and pay attention solely to your intonation, how in tune you are. It's just a matter of like so that when you play faster, it's like more likely that you will be in tune. I don't know. This doesn't work if you don't play an instrument or if you don't understand that. Anyway, this game is pretty over. Hold on, what'd you type? Did you type something? You better not have typed. I'm gonna be pissed if you typed. Okay. Okay. Game's over. You played well. Honestly. You are alone in this channel and Alice cannot see your messages. I mean, I respect the GG here. Okay. So definitely key takeaways from this game. Camera. Let's really work on the camera here. Like, let's work like you don't have to constantly be looking around at the map the whole game, cause that is a lot to take in all at once if you just go from how you do it now to that. But if you're like if there's really nothing happening, or you have an opportunity to walk around river, like that's good. You looked at TF here pretty early on. You're looking at Vi, yeah, right? Like stuff like this where it's just like you could even ping this out if you want. Even people do this in solo queue where they just spot people in the map, ping them. Even ping the champion portrait, say, hey, I spotted this person here, if no one noticed. Yeah, definitely would just be looking at the camera here. I definitely think looking around on the map more and panning your camera if you can would really help you. Like I know a lot of people don't use unlocked camera, or they use semi-unlocked, like they kind of switch in between or hold space. Find what works for you, honestly. Um, like you can slowly learn this in game. Like it's definitely doable, honestly. I think it would really help you. It would really benefit you. I think with the early matchup, I will say that Twisted Fate made the lane matchup a lot easier for you. Because it seems like he's AD, but he went D shield into Silas. Because you would have been punished. Like you played well this game. Keep that in mind. But a better Twisted Fate here definitely would have punished you more.
I will be the monster they think I am.
But you don't know what a better Twisted Fate is like. Is my point. So when you focus on more of these things on yourself, you can get to that point and see and experience it. I definitely would have been like hitting the wave more in the beginning though, and start queue and stuff. Usually versus mazes and stuff, and like just ranged control mages, blah blah blah, you start Q.
The mage shall inherit the earth.
Yeah. I mean, there's really not much happening here that I recall. But you played well, honestly. Like, I'm sure I probably could have said more things that I missed out on.
No more slums, no
But
more
yeah, I don't know. You played well. But yeah, if this happened to be like a pro player VOD or something that I was watching, um, definitely if I was watching that game, I would stop watching at like the 15-minute mark, because everything after this point was like goofy, silly stuff. But you played well. It's good. Anyway, I think that's it for me, honestly. That was pretty interesting to watch. I think you were not a bad player, genuinely. I would definitely keep that in mind. Oh, oh wait, actually that reminds me. Yeah, also, I'm so glad you have chat disabled. Holy fuck. Never typed to these people. Also, ignore what this is. I just incognito tabbed YouTube, so it's just whatever this is, man. Good stuff, honestly. Let me think. Is there anything else I can comment on? Let me think about it. Yeah, I definitely will say the what was it that happened top lane? After the Teemo play top lane, I don't know if you felt pressure to go mid instantly, but definitely you were sitting on gold and you TP'd mid instantly when you could have just recalled and then TP'd. Like that's like it was fine really, but yeah. Um oh, actually this is matchup specific. This is or kind of. Usually when you're playing versus champions like Twisted Fate around when they hit level 6, like this won't matter as much at this point in time, at this skill level for this player. But frequently a ward that a lot of people like to do, it's become pretty normalized. They just toss a ward. They just toss a ward right here or something like that. It sees both entrances. There's like the ward area. Excuse my shitty drawings. They frequently like versus Talia, Talon, Twisted Fate. It doesn't even have to be those champions either. But it really annoys. It's really annoying for those champions sometimes to just place a ward there so you can see where they're walking and if they're ulting where they want to go. It really fucks with them. So the camera, ward thing. Keep in mind your money. Maybe look into like optimal itemization abilities. Like let's start Q level 1 here instead of E. Um, definitely the camera's super important here, but um, commit to plays more as well. I would say there's a lot of things that you're doing right. Um, like there's so much that you're doing right, and like yeah, I mean like you're definitely committing to plays regardless. It's just like you definitely have so much potential to improve. It's so obvious. Hold on. Is there anything I could specifically point out in the lane, maybe?
I am the
I
true
didn't say anything about.
boy, but let be the monster they fear.
Yeah, I would definitely say for like this early level is where it's kind of important for Silas. Don't start E, obviously I said that already. You can hit the wave here, like you want to be hitting it, like you're hitting it here. You want to have some intent behind the reason why you're hitting the wave.
I I will be the monster.
The reason being, TF wants to just slow push you in, ideally. I don't think he's looking for a slow push, but he's just hitting the wave. Because I think you also want to be playing for a slow push as well, ideally. But it is Vi, so obviously you can play more safe, but... hit the wave more, like you can be hitting the wave here as he's walking back because he isn't pressuring you. Like, you're playing really scared here. You're so scared. You're so terrified. Like, maybe you don't feel terrified, but the way you're moving and clicking and walking, it's very scared. When you don't have to be this scared of Twisted Fate with D-Shield. Why does he have D-Shield, man? Like, use your HP pool. You have an HP pool, you have a healing ability that you can get. Oh, also, please rank your abilities up with the hotkey. Control Q, Control W, Control E. That's pretty important.
I will show them a world without lords or peasants.
Yeah. Like, you definitely are not clueless in this lane either, like... I do like that you're choosing to trade. Occasionally I remember this.
No more.
Yeah. Like, you're doing the right thing here. Regardless of if Kindred decided to like walk here or not, like you taking these trades here and annoying Twisted Fate so much like this really messes with him because you have TP and he doesn't. Like, even if he didn't have TP, you can just burn his TP. Like, hypothetical scenario where you burn his TP, you recall instantly, or let's say Kindred didn't come, you take that trade, Twisted Fate has to recall, so you recall, um, damn it, I lost my train of thought. Well, anyway, if Kindred doesn't come, and then you do that trade, Twisted Fate is low, and he can't really respond to you as well because you're just a better dueler in that sense. Like, Silas loves this shit. Please fight me more in these, like, little joust trades. Definitely respect the jungler here more, by the way. This was, like, really big here. Like, I definitely would have recalled here regardless, if it were me. Well, anyways, if you have any specific questions, I guess you can say anything, but I hope to upload this to YouTube and figure that out. Anyway, I hope literally anything I said was helpful, so, yeah. Thank you for watching. Maybe I can make more videos like this in the future if this is literally helpful in any sense. Anyways, how do I stop this? Ah, here it is. Peace.